Hey y'all, welcome back to Jonny Moseley, Trix. I'm in Setic. With me on this set is Matt Rocks 101.
Hey, I'm Matt.
Skylar.
Hello.
And Turo.
Back in the coal mines.
So yeah, this is video 3. We'll be going to the third competition and the third big mountain. So this will be Machu Picchu and Nepal. We're looking at more characters. Actually, we'll be looking at 2 of the real life pros. Yeah, we're starting with Vincent D'Onofrio here.
I should have figured he was someone in real life. Because he actually has a picture down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. The man who pioneered switch skiing.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
You know, like tricking while going backwards. You know?
Oh, backwards. Okay, I was like, there's not, like, you can't ride switch and ski, can you?
He crosses his feet.
Did I put him on the wrong ski? But going backwards makes much more sense.
It's when you're a skier, but you don't really prefer being a dom or a sub.
God, I'll be honest, I cannot imagine skiing backwards. I was scared enough skiing forwards when I did it.
Mid-air, he actually undoes his skis and changes them, and then lands.
He puts them on backwards.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
He actually skis with a mirror.
Yeah, there's probably more to learn about him. I just forgot to, like, you know, look it up or whatever. So, like, you know, coming back again with more reverence or, you know, excitement. This is actually a pretty cool level because, yeah, it winds back and forth. It does something that you really don't see in a lot of, like, extreme sports levels. And when just playing around, I have been able to, like, jump over a wall and get a pretty big drop down to the, you know, next part that snakes back. And there are some, you know, pretty cool sort of alternate paths here. I might get to show 1 or 2, but some of the other ones might have to be saved for, like, the bonus video. Show off more.
Man, now imagine if you were Jonny Moseley, you would have had no trouble with that.
Yeah, I would have had 5s and everything instead of 5, 4, 3.
No, why is there a reason Jonny Moseley's just better than everyone else?
He's on the cover.
He programmed the game. That's the lore of the channel.
Jesus.
But yeah, Matt, Skylar, you're back on Jonny
No.
Moseley.
Yes.
Back in the saddle, enjoying some Jonny Moseley, and I'm not playing it this time.
I'm back again to say that this game does not deserve any hate, and it's a fantastic game.
Yeah, it's very good. I mean, every part of it is just
I was going to say, you're talking about how good this level is.
It's flawless.
So what you're saying is we should get Tyler Lasagna on the phone and we should get him to port this level into Tony Hawk.
Oh my god! Oh my god, it's all coming back.
There's a certain point where, you know, just because you can doesn't mean you should or whatever.
Oh my fucking god.
Your scientists were so concerned with whether they could.
Yeah. I've already talked about how the controls somehow change going to emulation. I'm sure you will put 2 and 2 together, but that means that if, like, either control stick or the D-pad, but mostly the sticks, gets, like, hit when you're in the air, your guy will start spinning and flipping.
People were very hyped about the Tony Hawk remake. When are we getting the Jonny Moseley remake, you know?
Can you remake perfection, though? I mean,
I just want better graphics.
With Tony Hawk, I mean, like, there were some things to improve, like better graphics and better flow, you know. With Jonny Moseley, like, you can't improve these graphics. They are perfect. You cannot improve this gameplay. It is immaculate. There's nothing to remake here.
Just give me a cool PC port.
Just give me an HD re-release maybe, but don't change any of the graphics or textures to be HD.
I mean, you could emulate it and play it in software mode and not be able to.
I just put it on Steam. Just put it on Steam as is.
Yeah.
Do you think the developers of this game, like, do you think the code even exists for this
3DO
anymore?
even exists?
Still alive.
Do you think 3DO even exists?
Yeah, I mean, they are re-releasing
3DO Interactive. I was so confused for a second.
Yeah.
The developers that made this, yes.
Yeah.
I
They
don't
are
know, but, like, I
re-releasing
wonder, okay,
Plumbers Don't Wear
so they
Ties.
went out of business or whatever, so, like, or they got bought. What do you think happened to the computer that had Jonny Moseley on it? Is it just sitting in someone's garage now?
So you know the intro to Z-Axis. I think it was Dave Mirra 2, where they throw the computer out the window.
Is that the one
that
that
was
had
actually
Jonny Moseley
That was
code
the
on it?
computer with Jonny Moseley's source code on it.
Yeah.
Aggressive Inline also has that same computer intro, by the way.
Okay. I think that
yeah, it was
I think
just
they
the
only
access
used
That
it
might have been
once.
just their deal, yeah.
It was their intro, yeah.
I was gonna say, because when this game was made, computers probably didn't have a lot of, space on it. So as soon as it was done, they probably just deleted it because their computers didn't have enough room to make the next game.
Yeah.
And also because they didn't want anyone to like know their secret, you know?
Like, what are you gonna do? It's not like you can update it like today's game. As soon as it's released, you're done.
Yeah.
I mean, I usually
That's how
think just for
computer programming works. You just
I
delete
think
anything
they
you
would
made.
keep it around normally, in case
Yeah.
somebody bought the property
Nope.
and
Or
wanted
if someone
it.
wanted to put it in the
In
Louvre.
case someone wanted to make Jonny Moseley 2, I'm sure
Oh.
that somebody wanted to make Jonny Moseley 2,
Matter
right?
Trix.
Insane stunts.
Okay, so I am gonna point some out here, something that I learned. So there's this path, you grind and you jump a second late, and you can get over to the other thing. And there's a Moseley cookie over here, and there's actually multipliers right next to it, so you can get a shit
Oh, I
ton of points
love
if
that
you want.
special trick so much.
Me too. Yeah, Vincent Dorian has the karate kick, and actually his signature spin or whatever is the switch 9, which is basically just a 900, but he kind of tucks his knees in. It's really good. It's one of those where you can do it for just a little bit, then stop the animation, and he'll land switch, so then you can do it again.
Every time you jump up in the air and start spinning, I never know how you're going to land.
When you're gonna stop.
It doesn't matter how
It's
much
a
air you
mystery
have. I'm like,
box.
are you gonna actually land on your feet, or are you gonna go flying through the air and land on
Or are
your
you going to
back?
land on your knees and then still get credit for it?
This is
Yeah.
more of just a general, skiing question more than just specifically this game.
But real quick though, hey, was that an interesting cave over there? I wonder if that'll be again shown off in a bonus video where I show you all the alternate paths and stuff that I don't end up getting to touch.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say this is more a more skiing question more than a Jonny Moseley question, but I was just thinking this guy pioneer of switch skiing, which is cool. I'm just wondering why they call that switch skiing and not just fakie like every other extreme sports when you ride backwards.
There's no switch.
Okay, who there's no switch in snowboarding either, and they still call it fakie.
I mean,
Yes, there is.
What's switch in
yeah.
snowboarding?
When you ride
When
your
you're going the
opposite
opposite,
foot forward.
it got called Switch in the SSX series.
Did it? I swore I also heard them call fakie in snow. When you look at the X Games, they're like, oh, we did a fakie, blah blah blah.
maybe they changed the term by now.
I don't know.
I mean, this game did come out 15 years ago. Maybe the name is just different
Yeah.
now than it used to be.
This game came out 20 years ago.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
you're right. Fuck.
I was
Yeah.
I was 2 years old when this game came out.
Jesus.
I didn't exist.
All right,
You guys are
here's another pro,
babies.
Evan Raps. He's well known for his Miracle Whip, so of course his signature flip is not the Miracle Whip, and is instead a different trick.
Love you, Jonny Moseley.
It was copyrighted.
Well, his Miracle Whip, they're just talking about what he put on his sandwiches. There's
Yeah,
nothing to do
he's
with-
famous for his mayonnaise sandwiches.
Yeah.
Actually, he's famous for that one skateboard trick you do in Skate 3.
Yeah. Man, that's so fucking wild how they got a trick sponsored in Skate 3. Because that game had a ton of Miracle Whip sponsorship in
yeah.
the game, and they even got a fucking trick named after them.
You gotta remember, at the time, Miracle Whip was doing a very big, internet thing. That it's a party
yeah.
in my mouth and everyone is invited thing.
Yeah, well, I wasn't allowed to use the internet then, so
I actually don't remember that. So.
Yeah, at the time when that thing, Miracle Whip was trying very hard to be hip and cool.
They're trying to get the internet kids.
Yeah.
those were the billboards they had in the game. It was Mayo is for inline skaters, which rude.
Rude. Yeah.
Inline skaters are
right.
not cool.
What do you think of this map?
It's not bad.
Let me start. Again, like all the other maps, I've discovered, more things about it and more opportunities than I knew back when I recorded it the first time.
Whoa.
So, cool.
Gee, ooh.
The chopper drops in these games have always been a little finicky.
I like how big the choppers are. They're gigantic.
But another interesting thing about Evan Raps is his 4-button grab. Listen to this, where I'm gonna do the 4-button grab, and you hear what it's called and what the announcer says.
18-year-old virgin.
So there's a trick called the 18-year-old virgin that you can do in this game, and that the announcer can say. Holy crap! I never knew that I didn't know that when I recorded this the first time long ago. And I'm sure most people don't, but that's crazy,
That's just not a name I'd think of as a,
Why
a trick.
is a trick called that? Why did they call a trick that? And yeah.
Evan, do you have anything to say about this?
Evan Raps.
Evan Raps.
That's Evan Raps. Yeah, that's Evan Raps for you. I don't know. You think is that a trick he's known for? Or did they just make that up for this game? Can our ski heads in the comments tell us?
Is that a real trick? Do people do that?
Is that what it's actually called? God, you're sliding all over the place.
I
mean, it looks a little bit like a real trick that's called the spread eagle. So, I mean...
Yeah, in SSX on Tour, there's a very similar trick, that spread eagle. I do want to ask, though, because, Skylar, you talk about your boy A.T. Barone, which, unfortunately, we've recorded with already. But, I don't know, how'd you feel about the rest of the lineup, or how much of the lineup did you actually get?
The funny part is, in my own, time of playing this game, I pretty much have unlocked, other people, but, I still play as A.T. Barone, almost exclusively.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I don't know why, when we all know that, stats-wise, it should just be Jonny Moseley's the only one you pick, yeah. But, I don't know.
That's the only one I play as.
Well, that's the only one,
the meta.
Yeah, it's the meta,
God, how is that even a grind? What are you even grinding on?
I'm doing the,
It's 47,000 for that? And sometimes you go up in the air and you do one flip and you get 24,000. What is the scoring system?
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the grinds in Goofy skateboarding.
Well,
in Trix.
Oh my god.
Doesn't it have something to do with doing the same tricks? You get less and less every time you do a trick, so so it would make sense, or...
Well, but also, Matt, when you see me do a 180 and get 26,000 points, that's because I'm starting someone's, signature flip after I've gotten a Moseley cookie, and again, you can just release the buttons and cancel the animation, and as long as your guy lands on his skis...
Is that what that is?
You get all the points. Yeah.
Oh my god! I was gonna say, did anyone confirm how the scoring system in this game is supposed to work?
Yes, I know exactly how it... Well, I know most.
Yeah.
When I'm doing a whole trick flip chain, I'm not I know it's going to be this much, but I've found the cheese with, the Moseley cookies, the cheese with getting, a bunch of multipliers in a trick chain, da-da-da,
Oh my god. So, do you know how the multiplier works in this game, Matt?
No, I've been hitting random buttons.
I'll explain. If you've done a trick chain, before you hit the ground, and you hit a bunch of multipliers, their effects start to add. So, if you hit 2 4x multipliers, that'll be an 8x on your entire trick chain. So, in previous levels, we've seen me do, a ridiculous long trick chain and then get, 300,000 points.
Oh, I see.
There weren't really opportunities to show that off in either of these two levels. But, yeah.
So, the tricks themselves must not be worth a whole lot.
I mean, he did just do a 1260 and got 3,000 points.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
no, if
my god.
If you want to beat the high scores and also those, even higher scores to actually unlock the characters, yeah, you should cheese the Moseley cookies.
Yeah.
Especially when they inexplicably put a 4x right next to one. When you see that, you're about to get 100,000 points.
Unbelievable score.
Sensational!
Sensational.
Yeah. Thank you for rapping for us, Evan.
Yeah. So yeah, that was Evan Raps and Vincent D'Onofrio. I know, I keep doing that.
I always think Pierre Dorian instead of Vincent Dorian.
Yeah, and Machu Picchu and Nepal. So next time we're going to go to the 4th levels. We're going to see Las Vegas and Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
Join us then.